Hi everyone. I have a movie review for you again today. Out of these four movies you see here, I'm going to review this one today. It's called Space Jam. Um, it stars Michael Jordan. He was a famous, still is a famous basketball player. He was huge back in the 90s. Even if you didn't know a lot about basketball, you would know about Michael Jordan. He was that big. Um, the Looney Tunes were all in this film. Um, Bugs Bunny, Taz, Sylvester the Cat, Porky Pig, Tweety Bird, um, Daffy Duck. So a lot of big Looney Tune characters were in this film too. It was really unique because it brought both the basketball fans and the Looney Tunes fans all together into one movie. So in a way, it was both fun for the basketball fans and the kids to once again get together for one big movie. Believe it or not, this is actually based off of a commercial. There was a commercial way back in the day where Michael Jordan played against a group of aliens in a basketball commercial, I think for Nike shoes, and somehow the Looney Tunes helped him out in the game. So that's what kind of inspired this movie to get made. Um, Despite all the really bad reviews that the critics gave it, I thought it was a really well done film. Even though I saw it back in the day where it was age appropriate for me to see it, um, I saw it not too long ago again at the age of 20, and I still love it. Um, I think what makes this film really effective is it's fun, it's funny, it's clever, it's just an interesting concept. It was just one of those movies where, kind of like Who Framed Roger Rabbit, it was interesting to see live action mixed with animation in a good way. You really believe that all this animation, all these animated characters are really living among us in this reality because the filmmakers are able to make it feel like for example, if I'm moving around now, you see me moving around now, and I'm blending into this environment. And that's what it felt like with these Looney Tune characters in this movie. Is even though they were cartoons, they were in a realistic world, and they were able to make them, like grab things and do everything else, and it just felt real. It's just a really fun movie. It's not one of those movies kind of like where, like Citizen Kane or E.T., where you watch it to see almost every aspect of film that makes a film good. It's just a fun movie. It's just one of those movies where you just got to sit back, relax, kind of be almost too relaxed almost to kind of really enjoy it. I'm also one of those people where I really liked, old school 80s and 90s things. And because it has Looney Tunes and Michael Jordan, you can't go wrong. Um, but I bought it on this four films favorites pack. You can get this at Best Buy or any other store that sells the four film favorites packs. And this one, it's family comedies. So it has Space Jam, Looney Tunes Back in Action, which I really didn't care for that much back when I saw it. Funky Monkey sounds funny. I didn't really see it, but I plan on seeing it. It sounds funny. Um, and Osmosis Jones, really neat concept. This is one of those. Osmosis Jones is one of those films where it was the concept that made the film really good. Not so much the humor or the characters, but the concept of having, what if your white blood cells within your body were police, and whenever you got sick, they'd be after the germ as if they were a criminal, and the police were chasing after that germ. Um, but that's Osmosis Jones. I might do that one later for a review. But Space Jam. Out of all four of these films that you see here, make sure to see Space Jam. Um, I think this pack was about $12, so it's not too bad, especially if you want to see Space Jam. It's definitely worth the price. I guarantee you'll watch Space Jam at least more than once. It's one of those type of movies. Um, yeah, it's just a really great film. Michael Jordan, he's I'm kind of going late in the video explaining this, but the storyline is pretty much kind of like the commercial. Yeah, the commercial. Um, Michael Jordan wants to retire from basketball. I think he tries to move on to baseball, and right in the middle of his baseball career, he realizes that well, actually no, he doesn't realize he wakes up within the Looney Tune world because they they go up and grab him in this golf ball thing when he's playing golf one day with a group of friends, and he finds out that the Looney Tunes world is going to be in trouble by these aliens if he doesn't play basketball with them and beat these basketball aliens who invaded the Looney Tune world. And even though that sounds like a stupid concept for a film, um, it's just like I said before. You gotta be relaxed. It's not Citizen Kane. Just get that through your mind. It's not the next. It's not the next Citizen Kane or the next ET or the next Apocalypse Now, which I'm planning on reviewing. Um, it's just a really good film. You gotta check it out. It's just one of those films where you just gotta sit down and watch it. Just give it a chance. Watch it all the way through, beginning to end. Um, it's just a really interesting movie. You gotta see it. It's called Space Jam, starring Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes. Gotta check it out. Bill Murray makes a cameo in it too, so that's kind of worth seeing. And I think Wayne Knight, the guy who got the dinosaur throw up from Jurassic Park, he's in this film. So yeah, check it out. It's called Space Jam.